In the glitzy world of Hollywood's golden age, only few stars shone as brightly as Gina Lollobrigida. With her smoldering looks and undeniable talent, she captivated audiences worldwide. Gina Lollobrigida, the once dazzling Italian actress, commands attention for all the unexpected reasons. From acting in both American and Italian cinema to her transition into the world of photojournalism, her journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. From her infamous rivalry with Hollywood star Sophia to her own biological son dragged her to court, demanding that she give him all her money while she was still alive. Gina's life story is a sizzling saga of fiery romances and legendary feuds. But there was more to Gina than just Hollywood drama. She had a heart of gold, shown through her endless charity work. Let's unravel the spicy tales and untold stories that shaped the life of this legendary star, while you enjoy some rare photos of her. Gina Lollobrigida was born on July 4, 1927, in Subiaco, Italy. She was the daughter of a furniture manufacturer and grew up in the pictorial mountain village. Growing up in a little town and surrounded by conservative parents, Gina clandestinely stole moments to watch movies, seeking the spark that would ignite her own dreams. Then came World War II, a thunderclap that changed everything. The Germans barged into their peaceful life, taking away their safety and comfort in an instant. With just the basics to survive, she and her family struggled to stay alive outdoors, always on the edge, facing dangers that could strike at any moment. The life Gina once knew was gone, replaced by the brutal truth of war. In the middle of all the chaos, luck smiled upon Gina. She got a special chance, a scholarship to a prominent school for performing arts, all because of her singing talent. But even with this golden opportunity, sadness was never far. The teachers, charmed by Gina's looks and personality, had a tough time focusing just on her talent. 6 of them fell head over heels for her, making it hard for her skills to grow. But Gina wasn't one to give up. She kept going. Her life brightened as she took up singing, modeling, and even bold beauty contests. In 1946, she began appearing in Italian films in minor roles. Even though Gina did well in Italy, she had a bit of a delay before she could start acting in American movies. This happened because back in 1950, she had a disagreement with Howard Hughes about her contract. Howard Hughes inked a preliminary deal with Gina, locking her in for 7 years with a promise of 3 films annually. However, when it came down to the final terms, Gina decided to stick to her European roots and turn down the offer. This move left Hughes with no choice but to put her on hold, and the contract came to an end in 1953. Throughout the years, Gina's popularity soared in Italian movies, and it didn't take long for Hollywood to notice. Her big breakthrough came with the movie Beat the Devil in 1953, where she starred alongside famous actors like Humphrey Bogart and Jennifer Jones. This shot her to worldwide fame. While Gina's on-screen presence was magnetic, it was her off-screen adventures that really got people talking. As Gina's movies became more popular, people started calling her the most beautiful woman in the world, especially after her movie Beautiful but Dangerous in 1955. They also gave her the nickname La Loyo because she was seen as a perfect example of Italian beauty. She had a natural look and short, curly hair that people really liked. They even named a type of curly lettuce after her cute hairstyle. One of her movies, Come September in 1961, where she acted with Rock Hudson, won a special award called the Golden Globe. One of Gina's most iconic roles came in Luigi Comencini's Pain, Amore e Fantasia, translated to Bread, Love and Dreams in 1953, where she portrayed La Bersagliera. Her heartfelt portrayal of a woman in love with a kind-hearted young policeman, rather than the flashy sergeant major played by De Sica, resonated with audiences worldwide. This performance turned her into a global pin-up sensation. In October 1954, during Italian Film Week in London, the movie was a smash hit. Gina had the honor of being presented to the Queen, marking a significant moment in her career. Critics called the film a charming piece. At the premiere, Gina was momentarily outshone by a new contender, Sophia, who made a bold statement with her low-cut neckline in the presence of royalty. Comencini once again directed her as La Bersagliera in the sequel Bread, Love and Jealousy, which proved just as successful as the first installment. However, both Gina and Comencini decided not to proceed with a third film, paving the way for Lauren to step into the spotlight. This laid the foundation for a rivalry that would span decades between the two celebrated stars. Then came the 70s, but Gina didn't appear in many movies in that era. She took a break from acting to focus on her other passions, taking pictures and making sculptures. She was really good at photography, and in 1973, she published a collection of her pictures called Italia.Mia. It wasn't until 1984 that Gina came back to American TV in a show called Falcon Crest. Even though she was always doing something, she only acted in a few movies in the 1990s. Finally, in 1997, after being in the movie business for 50 years, she decided to retire. Then, in June 1999, she tried something new and went into politics. Keep watching to know what happened to her political career. In an interview with Parade magazine in April 2000, Gina said, "I started as a painter and sculptor in school, and I became an actress by accident."
Rob studying painting, and they just stopped me on the street and they asked me to do movies.
Now, who did this? Who did this?
That was one director, and then another time was another director, so...
We're certainly glad she made that accident. She also mentioned, "I've had many boyfriends and still have romances. I've been very lucky. All my life, I've had too many people who admire me." Despite having too many boyfriends, Gina's first and only marriage took place in Italy in 1949 to a doctor named Milko Skofic. He was from Yugoslavia, which is now Slovenia. They stayed married for 22 years until they got divorced in 1971. Soon after retirement, in the early 2000s, she started caring a lot about fighting illnesses. She decided to use her money to support important medical research, and since then, she has been wholeheartedly committed to providing financial support for crucial medical research. Among the many initiatives she has championed, one that stands out is stem cell therapy. Gina firmly believes in the far-reaching benefits it offers, despite opinions about this medical procedure may vary. To underscore her support, she made a significant gesture by selling her cherished jewelry collection and donated a staggering $5 million from the proceeds to advance stem cell therapy research. But Gina's kindness doesn't stop there. She loves her own culture and where she comes from. Even though she's a big star, she never forgets her roots. She uses her fame to help and protect Italian culture around the world. She's been a strong supporter of Italian and Italian-American causes, especially the National Italian-American Foundation. Love came back in Gina's life, but took her down some tricky paths, leading to a romance with a man named Javier Rigau, 34 years younger than her. The world was surprised when they got engaged in October 2006, but just 2 months later, the engagement ended sadly. Even more strangely, in 2013, Gina found marriage certificates that said she and Rigo got married in 2010. She couldn't remember this at all. It turned out that Rigo had married her without her knowing, using someone else during the ceremony. This caused a big legal fight, turning into a messy situation. In 2017, Spanish courts said their marriage was real. This comes as another disappointment for Gina, but she didn't give up. She kept fighting, and eventually, Rigo was charged with forgery. Just after a few years, Gina found herself in the midst of a family drama that captured headlines. Her son, once the apple of her eye, took a surprising turn, seeking to assert his claim on Gina's wealth. This unexpected legal battle shook the foundations of their relationship and left fans and the media stunned. The dispute arose over financial matters, leading to a public courtroom showdown. It was a heartbreaking sight. The whole world witnessed the loose bond between a mother and her child, strained by legal wrangling over money. Yet, amid the turmoil, Gina's grace and strength shone through. She faced the situation with dignity and a resolve to protect her legacy and hard-earned fortune. Gina's estimated net worth at the time was $215 million. Although the reason for this court battle is private, some speculate that, in 2015, Andrea Piazzolla came into Gina's life. Andrea Piazzolla initially served as Gina's personal driver and later became her personal assistant. Over time, he earned the actress's trust and took on a more significant role in her life. And it was Gina's generous gestures towards Piazzolla and his family, including lavish gifts and substantial cash, created strain within her own family that left her biological son feeling deeply hurt and betrayed, ultimately driving him to seek legal resolution. Adding to her challenges, Gina's venture into politics didn't go as planned. When she ran for the Italian Senate at the age of 95, she only got a little more than 1% of the votes. It was a tough blow for her political aspirations. However, on the 16th of January 2023, all of her pain came to an end. Italy's culture minister, Gennaro San Giuliano, somberly announced her passing, marking the close of an era. At the age of 95, Gina departed.
Gina Lollobrigida was once known as the most beautiful woman in the world. The longtime Italian actress died yesterday in Rome at the age of 95.
Having lived a long and full life. While public perception may have portrayed her differently, she considered herself a soul enriched by art, a solitary figure drawing strength from her boundless imagination. Well, that's it for today's video. If you liked this video today, please give it a thumbs up to show your support. And check out one of these videos on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're always updated.